Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Monday, the 13th of March, 2023. Remember, it's a privilege to be here live with you viewers, on your television set, on your computer, on your phone, whether you're traveling. It's a pleasure to be here. So, remember viewers, I'm a licensed money lender for those of you who are looking for cash borrow. I'm a licensed money lender. As long as you have some form of security for us to hold, it's not a problem. We can do business. And remember, viewers, at Real Talk, you're also getting 4% on a fixed deposit. Remember that. 4% on a fixed deposit. Now, I could challenge you that there is no other financial institution that is giving you 4% on fixed deposit in Trinidad and Tobago. So on screen, you're going to see our numbers to call, viewers. Call us, set up an appointment, and remove the CG bar. Set up an appointment, viewers. Come find out how to get the 4% on your fixed deposit. Now, I love to break it down so you all will understand what I am talking about. That is our numbers. Remember to call us and set up an appointment. So now, viewers, let me break it down so you all will understand. 4% on a 5-year fixed deposit on 100,000 would get you a return of $20,000 at the end of 5 years. So let's just say 1 year on a $100,000 fixed deposit at 4% it's $4,000 at the end of 12 months. Are you getting that at any other financial institution? No. No other credit union, no other banks, no other commercial banks, no other financial institution is giving you 4% on a fixed deposit. Nowhere. Only at Real Talk. You know, we have Real Talk Credit Union information. You all want to open an account for your kids, not a problem. Come in. There's a requirement form. As long as you have all the criteria to set up your account, we would love to do that for you. You know, start savings for the kids from at an early age. Don't wait until you almost die to start saving for them. No. Plan for the kids' future from now. Remember that, viewers. I'm also a licensed money lender. Those of you who have spiritual problems, you can also contact me, and we will sort out whatever it is that needs sorting out with you. So as we start up our program tonight, viewers, I hope none of you end up behind bars. Let's not hope that you end up in front of a magistrate today. You know, it will be really, really sad. But things happen, nevertheless. So as we move on with our program tonight, Attorney General Regional Amo is denying any plans to penalize the use of electronic equipment in this country. The AG said the government is fully aware of the need to provide legislation to deal with the use of information and communication technologies for criminal purpose, and to this end attempt to enact the Cybercrime Bill 2017. Amo also added that he is currently considering certain provision as an amendment to the Computer Genius Act, I should say, Chapter 11.17, with the intention of introducing same to Parliament. I really, really hope that Mr. Amo knows what he is doing. To be honest with your viewers, I really, really hope he knows what he is doing. This is not a fly-by-night thing. It's not. And I want him to understand that. Not because you have power, you will let's jump up in a platform or jump in Parliament and try to put some legislation, you know. Neither an amendment. I want you to understand that, Amo. The only person you will be battling public is Saieed. It's Saieed. Because the opposition, it's like we lose faith in the opposition now. It's like we lose faith. Because when time for the opposition to jump out and say something, nobody have nothing to say. Nobody have nothing to say. The opposition is supposed to be standing for the people. I have no idea who they are standing for. I have nothing against them, you know. Nothing. But apparently, the ruling party, which is the PNM, they are dominant. So let's just hope Amo knows what he's doing. Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, have dismissed as fractional narratives allegation by UNC MP Barry Padarat, who claimed Gonzalez has already advised the Electricity Commission, which is TNTEC, to proceed in imposing new TNTEC rates. Padarat stated that UNC received news of developments at TNTEC that raised question of whether there was an intimate relationship among the government, TNTEC, and the Regulated Industries Commission. He queried the process via which TNTEC is seeking a Chief Human Relations Officer, and queried allegation or alleged PNM connection in the matter. This is serious business, you know. Serious business, you know. I told you my electricity bill went up, you know. My electricity bill went up before anything went up. I am telling you that. I just forgot to get the bill and show earlier. My bill literally went up. So which means some of you all, or if not, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago is already paying an increased electricity bill. I am telling you. Current is on in my building from 8 to 5. Monday to Friday. And for the last 3-4 years, I've been paying close to a constant figure. Last bill, it jumped to 2,000 and something more. And nothing ain't changed in the building. I ain't add on no new AC. I ain't buy no new deep freeze. I ain't put on no big AC again. And the bill just went about 25 to 3,000 in difference. So, somebody needs to check on Tiantec and pull them up. Now, Padarat, responding to media queries about the claims, Gonzalez stated that Padarat was a joke. And he questioned what authority does Padarat has to give Tiantec instruction to raise electricity rates, and where is evidence of that? I have a bill to show. I have a bill to show. Gonzalez, I have a bill. You could jump on Barry how much you want. But I have a bill, not one, a previous bill and a recent bill. And I could show you the jump. I could show you the jump. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I will show you that bill. It's the same. I tell you, I ain't add on nothing new in my building. Nothing, not even a wire I add on. And the bill jump. I will show you that. Now, he added that the Princestown MP peddles fractional narratives, hoping that the national media will carry the story and share them with some kind of credibilities to mislead unsuspecting citizens. Marvin, like I say, you could talk Padarat anyhow you want to. You could talk about him in any way you want to. But when I show that bill on TV tomorrow night, you will see evidence. You will see evidence, Padarat. I tell you, it's a no joke. You will see evidence. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about DL Singh denies exodus of local nurses after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. That can be arranged as long as you have collateral for us to hold. It's not a problem. Remember, Real Talk Credit Union is offering you 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. Get that through your head. It's 4%. I am sure we have a little 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 put on in the bank, and it is not doing nothing and you're not using it. Why not invest it and get 4% per year for 5 years? Think about that. Remember, those of you who are looking for spiritual help, it's not a problem. Contact me and we will go forward from there. So moving along into our program, viewers, it's 2386716. Remember to call in. It's Mash Up Monday. Health Minister Terence G.L. Singh has shut down allegations that there is an exodus, a mass departure of local nurses, which may one day result in a shortage of nurses in Trinidad and Tobago to help the country's health solution. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Saieed. Mr. Saieed, why this country and not hear any people of this country saying anything? Here we have a prime minister that borrowed $300 and something million US from the IDB plus $80 million. And this money is going to be pumped into water. How the business of water running? How come we running a business that people paying for and it's in red? And why? Who's going to pay back all that money? Why does taxpayers have to pay for all the fall of all the politicians in this country? Somebody got to do something. Where is our opposition? Where is our union leaders? Where is our church leaders? Why nobody is standing up against these people that are doing these things? Over 400 and something million US to work up the IDB bank to pump into water? To pump into water, Mr. Saieed? No, man. Something really, really wrong.
Something wrong,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you, my friend. Something is really, really wrong there. So staying with the Alsing. Speaking to the media while attending a women's health function at the Women's Hospital of the Eric William Medical Science Complex, the Alsing denied that recent claims made by President of the Trinidad and Tobago Registered Nurses Association, ID Stewart. The Alsing stated that it is not correct. And
on Wednesday,
every time the
31st,
questions come up and his ministry produce the numbers don't support any mass migration of nurses. Now, let's just say it may not be a mass migration, but it's happening. Because a lot of my nurse friends and doctors left Trinidad. If I, just using a figure, if I have 100 doctors, about 70 of them migrate. All didn't went one time, but they left. Better opportunities. Caller, good night.
Good night, the Honorable Mr. Saieed. This is the original imitation vaccine Vegan.
How are you?
I am great. Let me tell you something. This is Mash Up Monday.
Mash Up Monday. Mash them up.
Okay, listen to this. I hear a school in Carnage has foot and mouth disease. You hear about that?
Yes.
And the whole school quarantine. The leader of our country, you know they say he has foot and mouth disease, all kind of things he just says scandalous, vulgar statement. Look how he's spreading it in the constituency. That's all I have to say. I go on. Match up Monday.
Thank you, my friend. And it was nice seeing you, though. It was a pleasure seeing you. So now, viewers, he added that with respect to any improved salaries for local nurses, Those discussions are ongoing with the Chief Personnel Officer. Recently, there has been rigorous recruitment of nurses in TNT by international bodies, and there are said to be a few more exercises in the near future. Let me tell you something. A lot of my friends who finished medical schools in Trinidad and Tobago, they went abroad. They are abroad. So I will not deny the fact. Now, this is between, keep this in mind, this is between the health minister and the president of the Registered Nurses Association. So, who do you think is lying? Do you think the Minister of Health is saying that there is no mass migration of nurses, while the president of the Registered Nurses Association is saying, yes, there is a mass migration? Who is telling the truth? Is it the minister or is it the president? This is something to look into. So somebody working in the ministry, could you please call in? Or somebody who is with the Registered Nurses Association, they could probably call in too, just to shed some light on the matter. So I want to send out a happy birthday to Shirley and Trevor from your children and grandchildren. This is all the information we have. A happy birthday to Shirley and Trevor from your children and grandchildren. Ashton, I believe you is one of the grandchildren. So viewers, they are added fans of our program, and we want to wish them a happy birthday together. Persons of interest. I have some person I'm looking for. Randy Ramcharan. Randy. Contact me, Randy. We're looking for Rodney Harry. Rodney, run but you can't hide. Always remember that. The police have a day, the bandits have a day, and side have a day. You go run until your foot stop running. Remember I tell you that on national television, eh? Leon Edwards. We're looking for Leon Edwards. And this wagon. This wagon. Leon, I just always tell you, come and talk to me. Don't let me put up on national television. Oh, we have Nicholas Bodram there too? Nicholas! Oh, Nicholas! All of a sudden, you are no Saieed again. You're living up at the police station in Grandshimon. Trying to make a hear this, eh? I have a worker who knows Nicholas from Moruga. And when Nicholas couldn't pay his loan, and I started advertising him on TV, Nicholas going and tell my worker that they're going and tell Saieed where he living. But Nicholas failed to realize I spending holidays by my grandmother in Moruga since I was 7 years old. Come back to me, director. Pop Nicholas' picture. So Nicholas, don't feel because I ain't show you a picture on TV, which means I forget you. You're bringing shame and disgrace to your father, who does work taxi. You're bringing shame to the people in Moruga who know you're growing up. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad to know that you embarrass your family. I will continue doing what I'm doing, you know, Nicholas. The only thing Trinidad can say about me is Saieed is a drinks man. That's the only thing I can say about me. Other than that, I am a straight, legitimate businessman. Very straight in Trinidad and Tobago. Nobody can come around me with nonsense and say, oh, Saieed, you're in gun, and you're in drug, and you're in this, and you're in that, and anything. No, 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 you can't come around me with that. I'll put you in your place one time on national television. One time. So Nicholas, Boudram, if you feel I forget you, I ain't forget you, son. It's just that I hate the fact that I had to put you up to embarrass your mother and your father and your brother and your sister and your family where you're living around in Grand Chimay and Moruga. It's sad, but I ain't forget you. I ain't forget you. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed. I don't know, in the Sunday Express there was an editorial about the outburst of this Prime Minister, the continuous outburst, his foul language, calling people life's head and worthlessness and, all these kind of things. So isn't this because that, children are very, mind, young and impressionable mind, that wouldn't you feel that, when they listen to the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister is, everybody wants to be Prime Minister. So when he had those kind of outbursts, isn't this is what causing all that bullying and fighting in school? What do you think about that? So isn't that is the main cause? And then you have the Education Minister now come to say parents are to be blamed. It is not the parents, it is the government and Prime Minister. So on the second point, look at the zeal when the Prime Minister is talking about white-collar crime. He is paying 20 million and 45 million for the London people to come and persecute opposition members. All well and good if you have evidence. But what about the white-collar crime committed by Faris Al-Rari, sir? How much million or hundred of million when he trespassed? When he went and got this man, he encroached on the DPP. Isn't that white-collar crime? Are you not going to pursue that? What about this fake oil scandal, sir? Isn't that white-collar crime? What about this thing with $12 billion with Malcolm Jones? Is he just selecting, sir? You see, that is why our country is in the gutters. It's not that it's going in gutter. It is in the gutter because this government does not have time to govern, but they have time to persecute. You see, this is the problem, and all the evils, all the social ills that this country is facing, it is because of that one man, our Prime Minister. Have you seen a leader of any country with that kind of outburst? The opposition is an integral part of the government. Remember when he was opposition leader, he said he is not going to support nothing. He is not going to support nothing. Now you see, I don't know, sir, the longer this man stays in office, sir, our children, our grandchildren, future is at risk. It is time that people stand up, and not one member of his government, they stand up and tell him something, sir. That is why we bully, remember Patrick Manning, what Patrick Manning talked about himself. It is time that people stand united and get this man out of government. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Moving along, viewers, Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali has refuted claims by opposition leader that former Prime Minister Basdeo Pandey, his wife, a former UNC minister and a financier, formally accused in a now discontinued corruption case surrounding the Piaco airport, were prosecuted by the PNM. He stated, that opposition leader had the gall to say that the PNM was behind persons being charged and is persecuting persons. Listen to this.
And she has the gall today to come here and talk about good news and say that the PNM is behind people being charged and the PNM persecuting people in Trinidad and Tobago and telling the world that. I said tonight, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, you lie. And I will defend the PNM's record because the PNM's record in all these matters is a good and superior record.
You see why I love this man? You see why I love the function of this man? You see why I love the boldness of this man? Because he will tell you it whether you want to hear it or not. And that is how members of the opposition should be addressing the PNM administration with boldness, without fear. But they will all go up and and then they go sit down. While the minister, on the other hand, is vicious. He will attack you without fear. That is what I love about the Prime Minister. And that is why PNM is in power today. Because he is not afraid to come out and say what he has to say. Bold and brave without fear. How much of them on the other side could do it? I'm not picking for sides. I am not picking for sides. But that is why the PNM is in power today. Dr. Rowley warned that believing the opposition leader could not only lead to more corruption, but could affect similar court cases with the same people currently ongoing abroad. He added that the opposition tells the world that the complaints of the state are political and persons should not be held accountable. But he is asking the country to reject it. Listen to this now.
So when a former prime minister and your opposition leader that like to use the word loyal, I don't know why they use that word. When they could get up and tell the world that the complaints of the state of Trinidad and Tobago, whether it's in a court in Trinidad or a court in Florida or a court in wherever, that it is the state, the political party in office that slandered and smeared people, and therefore persons should not be held accountable. I ask the people of Trinidad and Tobago to reject that. Reject it. Because you know what that does? Let me tell you what that does. It creates the environment to breed more corruption. Especially when it has a tinge of racism with it. Because if you could tell people, whenever the state goes after people where they have evidence to go after people, you could tell them and build up a narrative that it is political persecution. It means that whenever the police hold somebody, instead of the person having shame to end up in that situation, you know what I'll be saying? It's because either UNC, it's because either Indian, that kind of stuff we're talking to you. That's what they're breeding, you know. That is what that narrative, that's what they're going. And I'm saying tonight to all the people of Trinidad and Tobago that when shame is absent, anything could happen, you know. There's no control. Because if you could be held accountable, if you could be held for some sort of fraud or defalcation, and all you have to say is, well, it's PNM like me, and PNM after we, and PNM. If you could raise that as your defense, where does the corruption end?
I love to hear this man, you know. I love to hear what Prime Minister speak. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Hines, counter-trafficking specialist, coming by the end of the month after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Caroni Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk Credit Union. Welcome back to Real Talk viewers. I'm going to say Real Talk Credit Union and welcome back to Real Talk. But nevertheless, we have 4% for you, the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago. Come and check us out. So now, viewers, moving on in our program tonight, it's Mashup Monday. For who? Hines. Let's see how good Hines is now. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines has confirmed that a special advisor recruited by the U.S. government will be coming to Trinidad and Tobago by the end of March to assist with bringing human traffickers to justice. He stated that the advice on the business of human trafficking would be sent to Trinidad and Tobago to work closely with our counter-trafficking unit to bring about more convictions in the courts. Listen.
As a result of extensive bilateral discussions within recent times, we in the Ministry of National Security, working closely with the United States as we are doing for a sustained period, for at least for the last 2 years and beyond that, we have negotiated that they send an expert, a special advisor to us on the business of human trafficking, who would come to Trinidad, and by the way, he has been identified and recruited and is expected to come to Port of Spain by the end of this month, to work closely with our counter-trafficking unit and our working groups to assist us in meeting the standards of their law, in particular to bring about more prosecutions. And by prosecutions, they don't mean simply charge, they mean convict in the court, which we have said in the context of the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago is a matter outside of the realm of the executive, meaning the government. That is a matter largely and exclusively for the judiciary. But they are not looking at the government, they are not looking at the judiciary, they are not looking at the parliament, they are looking at the state.
So Hines, I would love to commend you with your big words on them. Well spoken. Congratulations. Prime Minister should take a little thing or two from you. But listen to this. Why do we need an outsider to come in Trinidad to give us more convictions? What happened to our officers at the counter-trafficking unit? What happened to them? Why does Trinidad and Tobago have to bend to the high standard of the laws of the U.S.? What happened to our law? You are the Minister of National Security, and that is the kind of duncy head statement you would look to go out and make? To the high standards of the U.S. law? So what are you trying to do? Pull down our laws in our country? Are you trying to say that our justice system is not good? Are you trying to say that our judges are not good? Are you trying to say that our state of security or security department or legal department is not well enough to convict human traffickers? Are you saying that we have to go outside and on the outside and bring somebody in who is footing that bill? Who is going to foot that bill? I would love to hear the salary of this individual that will be coming to head counter-trafficking unit at the end of March month. I would love to hear how much hundreds or how much thousands or how much hundreds of thousands of US dollars that individual will be getting while our businessman in Trinidad cannot get money, cannot get US. So I hope before the end of this week, you have some answers for the citizens of our country. I hope so. Because this I will be pounding you on. This, Mr. Hines, our counter-trafficking unit, what is wrong with them? I am sure with word on the street and with the proper sting operation, this unit could actually hold individuals and convict them in our courts right here in Trinidad and Tobago than having to depend on a court with a high standard of law in the US. He stated that the government is also treats very seriously with human trafficking, and for the year 2023, thus far, 3 police officers have been charged. Hines said the government is fighting the good fight dealing with this matter. Listen to this.
This government treats very seriously with the business of human trafficking. We comply, we work, and we try to satisfy the standards. Yes, officials, government officials include members of the protective services. And I can tell you, for the year 2023, 3 police officers have been charged by the police in relation to matters around human trafficking. And that's not the first. So we are on the job. We are fighting the good fight. We are doing what we have
to hear you talk. Because wasn't it you who told the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago via a platform, like the citizens saw in the video, that you are not responsible for the safety of the citizens of our country? Didn't you say it is not my job, allegedly saying that it is not my job to make the citizens feel safe? That is the job of the police? Well, it is the job of the police working together with the trafficking unit, counter-trafficking unit, to convict human traffickers. So we don't need an outsider. We don't need an outsider. Our unit right here could do it with proper financing. With proper financing. I want to know why I say that? You want to know why? Hines, you should come out and tell them. You should come out and tell them once our counter-trafficking unit is funded properly with the proper equipment and the proper boost, not a foreign national boost, you know. They could do it right here. Did the guy who coming from the US, did these 3 police officers, were they charged by him? No, they were charged right here with our people. This March month, 3 of them got charged already. But we need an outsider to charge 3 people here. Wasting time. But then again, you have your mouth to talk as a minister. And I have my mouth to oppose you while you say nonsense. Call her good night.
Sorry, sir, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live, my dear.
Fitzgerald Hines should be the last person to show his face on TV, to be talking as if a crack font. Because at the end of the day, they're washing their hand like Pontius Pilate. They call this individual from out there, pay him in U.S. currency, which is taxpayers' money, because it ain't coming out of none of them pockets on top there.
Correct.
You understand? And when the man, even the man or the woman, whoever it is, even they give a report as to what to do, they're not going to do it. Patrick Manning, I think, if I'm wrong, I stand for correction. He had called in some people from England to investigate the police service.
Correct.
100, at that time it was 100 corrupt officers. What became of that? Nobody was charged. And we had to pay these people in pounds. It was swept under the carpet. And now it gets worse because them 100 make thousands now because they hatch young ones. And the corruption still going on in the service, which will never stop. I don't care who they put there, they ain't stopping it. They can't stop it. So when they come in, everybody they have to bring from outside side. They bring Guyana president here to tell our young people how to dig a hole in the ground and plant. That's taxpayers' money. And my children working, and they're working for 2013 salary. People waiting on their money, and that's all these people sitting down up there doing a whole pack of nonsense. And what coming out of it, Saeed?
Nothing.
Everybody playing Pontius Pilate because they don't want to be held accountable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear. So, viewers, we're going to continue with Hines, and the counter trafficking specialist coming after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, those of you looking for cash, I'm a licensed money lender. Feel free to contact me at 339-1670 to find out information on how you can get money borrow. As long as you have collateral, it's not a problem with us. You could use a vehicle, you could use house, you could use land, you could use gold. It's not a problem with me. Come straight and we deal straight. Remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. It's 4% if you have $100,000 on a fixed deposit for 1 year. It's $4,000. And that same $100,000 in 5 years will bring you $20,000. Imagine that. Where are you going to get that sort of investment? Right here at Real Talk. So viewers, remember to contact us. So we stay on the topic of Hines and this issue that we are dealing with. A special court is in process of being set up to deal specifically with matters of human trafficking and sexual offense. Hear this, sir. Police don't even have a proper police station. We paying rent for police stations, but they're going to bring a court. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines revealed this in an interview where he pointed out the fact that a Chief Justice Ivor Archie issued a practice direction via Trinidad and Tobago Gazette on January 23, 2023. This move by Archie was aimed at establishing and designating trafficking in persons, TIP, and sexual offense matter as appropriate for special procedures of the court. Hines stated that from consultation with Attorney General Regional Amo, who speaks to the judiciary, has gone as far as to identify certain judges and magistrates who will deal especially with these cases to fast-track them. He said this information has been made available to the United States government in response to its Trafficking in Person Report 2022. Hines added that at this time, 8 human traffickers or 8 human trafficking matters were committed to stand trial where the preliminary inquiries would have been done at the magistrate court. He added that there are 54 preliminary inquiries at the magistrate court level ongoing as well. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir, good night.
My friend, go right ahead.
Saeed, I want to touch on 3 things real quickly.
Talk to me.
Right, you're talking concerning human trafficking, right?
Yes.
Right. Now, we all know that there are people in high office that really think, right? Because don't know little black boy in the street that really think, right?
True.
We understand that already, right? What I'm trying to understand, right, is that people coming out now and they're saying that all them know that they had certain people who was into human trafficking and when they was in government and all kind of thing, right? And just have a charge for knowing that somebody doing a crime and not doing anything about it, whether it's called aiding and abetting.
Yeah.
So these people are coming out now and saying that they know certain ex-ministers and ministers that in human trafficking and things. They have to get charged as well, you know.
Correct.
So when the person who gets charged going down for human trafficking, they have to go with them for aiding and abetting, you know, because they know they didn't do anything about it.
Correct.
Understand what I say?
Yes, yes.
Right. My next point is I want to touch on Wasa side.
Yeah.
Right? I want to know who it is paying this money to have this weekend review. You ever watch the papers and see a full page ad with something called weekend review?
Yeah.
Who wasting taxpayers' money? And that's that garbage they have on the page. I'm watching something where the Minister of Public Utilities saying that they had an initiative where they was giving people solar panels and water tanks and all kind of things. $38 million them spent to give 7,000 people water tanks and solar panels. People can't buy water tanks and solar panels in this countryside. Everybody could go and buy $10,000 costume to play carnival and you can't buy water tanks. Correct. Well, that depends on the minister for that. And $38 million and half of that money they're going to kick back to. Nah, man. Let me tell you something, aside. People in this country just look for where they're getting here. You see where the PNMs do people? A lot of people just look for it, and people need to stop this handout thing. Everybody want to know so that you can't bridge. All we just want from the government side is box drain and pave road, and still we cannot get that yet. Everybody just maintain their own property. And the last thing I want to touch on side, the Prime Minister attacking the DPP and saying that how Roger Gaspar didn't want to go into the new office and they pay $45 million in rent. people understanding where it's $45 million.
No, they don't.
You know how much our buildings they can get built from scratch with $45 million to house the DPP? But who's this landlord that collects this $45 million and had that vacant building there? You see, the same thing Keith Rowley come in 2015 and say that he's not going to do this and he's not going to do that and camera this and camera that. Let me tell you something, Saeed. I don't know USC, but let me tell you something. Keith Rowley 10 times worse than Kamla, the People's Partnership Government. If people understand that, but a lot of people realize what's going on because they're feeling it hard now. It's when they go in the groceries and they go in the gas station, they're feeling it now and it's good for them. Or they want to vote for Rowley, good for them. Saeed, you enjoy your night, man.
Thank you, my friend. Same to you. Energy Minister Stuart Young is planning a third visit to Caracas, Venezuela, in continuing conversation with Energy Minister and other officials there on developing the Dragon gas field. Young stated that TNT has held substantive talk with Venezuela on developing the gas field, which holds up to 4.2 TSF of natural gas. This comes a little over a month after Young visited Caracas with a TNT delegation to discuss a list of matters, including matters regarding hydrocarbon and joint projects. Young added that along with the ongoing negotiation on the Dragon gas field, TNT is looking at two other projects, namely Woodside Energy and Calypso project, and the Shell Manatee project, now as potential feeders into its Atlantic LNG facility. Sometimes I just wonder if Stuarty them know what they're doing, really, Really, I just wonder. However, he said it could take years before production starts on the field. The minister also had discussion with officials about deepwater exploration within TNT's maritime border. He said the discussion Woodside Energy operates in Trinidad and Tobago. They continue producing of oil and gas and Calypso. The exciting and promising deepwater project that they are available or they are already developing. Stuarty, know what you're doing. I wonder who are the people in Venezuela that Stuart Young and the Energy Department is dealing with. Is it Maduro and his government? Remember Dulce came in Trinidad when the borders were closed? When nobody's supposed to be in Trinidad, no planes, no boats dropping in or around our waters and airport. Remember she came in? She came in, and remember they said they didn't know who was coming. So I wonder, who is it that Stuarty and his delegations are negotiating with in Venezuela? Who are these people? Who are these companies? Do we know anything about them? Do we know anything about them? Stuart Young, why don't you come out and explain to the public that who are the companies? Who are the people that you are negotiating with? I mean, it's tax dollars. All are going and spend. Tax-paying citizens' money all are going and spend. So we have a right to know who are the companies and who are the people that you are dealing with. Because I hope we don't end up like Petrotrin again. Or some Coast Guard vessel parked down somewhere down Chagaramas. It's sad, it's sad. 2 persons were arrested over the weekend for illegal firearms, and a quantity of marijuana were found in various anti-crime exercises throughout Trinidad and Tobago, according to police service. Well done, officers. Here's the best part. In Central Division, task force officers went to several known drug blocks in the Cuba and Freeport area, while in Calcutta number 3, they found a black plastic bag under a grass heap in an unoccupied parcel of land containing firearm. Officers, well done. Well done. This is what we need. This is what we need. Raids on our weekend. This is what we need. In Northern Division, officers found a 38 special revolver during an anti-crime exercise between 11 p.m. Friday and 3:30 a.m. Saturday morning. In the Port of Spain Division, officers went to Duncan Street where they apprehended a man of building 34 on outstanding warrant in a sum of $84,000. Suspect was taken to the Mova police station for further assistance. Officers, congratulations. This is what we need. North, South, Central, Princeton, Moruga, Mayaro. Clean up your community. Because I will tell you something. It's your children's self will be engaging in the men and women that society don't want, and they will bring down your family. Look at the officer, the police officer whose son, not son, daughter, was in the incident at Tablan High School. How did he felt? Knowing that I am a police officer and my daughter slapping up an ex-student. How did you feel? Did you feel welcome? Did you feel welcome by your colleagues? No, you're going to be embarrassed. You will be embarrassed. Your own colleagues will start looking at you. You went there, your daughter, and you can't train she. You have she embarrassing you all on Facebook. That's how it went down. But officers and stations and community, clean up your community. Because at the end of the day, you never know if your son or your daughter will end up on the block just like those. So we are out of time for tonight, viewers. But nevertheless, our rerun of this program is from 11:30 a.m. tomorrow to 12:30 p.m. And we'll be right back here on Tuesday night for Tune It Up Tuesday, right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Until we meet again, good night.